Welcome to Colombia, a country where every region sings a different tune and every accent tells a unique story. This vibrant land is a symphony of sounds, each note resonating with the spirit of its people, the rhythm of their lives, and the echoes of their history. Colombia is not just a place, but a melody composed of countless accents, each as mesmerizing as the landscapes they spring from. Imagine the whispering winds of the Andes, the soft lull of the Caribbean waves, the mighty roar of the Pacific, and the open echoes of the plains. Now tune into the voices of the people who call these places home, and you'll hear the same diversity, the same richness, and the same captivating beauty. Today, we're diving into the rich tapestry of Colombian accents, a journey that promises to be as enlightening as it is enchanting. Our first stop is the Caribbean coast. This region, bathed in the radiant glow of the tropical sun, is home to an accent as warm and inviting as its climate. A place where the rhythm of speech dances to the beat of the ocean waves and the vibrant celebrations that fill the air with music and laughter. The Caribbean accent, known in Spanish as costeño, is characterized by its sing-song cadence, a melody that captures the spirit of the coast. Imagine the lulling rhythm of the sea or the playful notes of a salsa tune, and you have an idea of the musicality this accent brings to the Spanish language. In costeño, consonants often soften, becoming more fluid and lending a gentle, laid-back quality to the language. This linguistic phenomenon, known as debuccalization, is a common feature in coastal regions around the world. It's as if the sea air itself encourages a more relaxed form of speech. But don't be fooled by its easygoing nature. The Caribbean accent is also the voice of celebration. It's the sound you'll hear ringing out during the vibrant carnivals that take place here, where the streets become a riot of color and the air pulses with the infectious rhythm of cumbia and vallenato music. To truly understand the beauty of the costeño accent, let's hear from a local. Hailing from the bustling city of Cartagena, our friend shares a few common phrases. Listen to the way the words seem to dance off the tongue, the softening of the S sounds, and the elongation of vowels. It's a symphony of sounds that echoes the joy and warmth of the Caribbean coast. But the beauty of the Caribbean accent is more than just its melody. It's a reflection of the culture and history of this region. It tells the story of a people who have faced adversity with resilience and joy, who find reasons to celebrate even in the midst of challenges. It speaks of a community that embraces diversity, that values friendship and kinship, and that expresses its identity through the rhythm of its speech. So, when you listen to the Caribbean accent, you're not just hearing a unique way of speaking Spanish. You're hearing the heart of a culture, the soul of a people, and the spirit of a place where life is lived in vibrant color and rhythm. And so, we leave the Caribbean coast, carrying with us the melody of its accent. Its rhythm, a constant reminder of the sun-drenched beaches, the vibrant streets filled with music and dance, and the warmth of its people. It's the sound of celebration, of carnivals, and the sea. Moving inland to the Andean region, the symphony of Colombian accents takes a dramatic turn. Here, nestled amongst the towering peaks and verdant valleys of the Andes, the accent is as clear as the mountain streams. This is the heartland of Colombia, where the Spanish language first took root in the country, and it's here that the accent is often considered the standard form of Colombian Spanish. The Andean accent, particularly in metropolitan areas like Bogotá, is characterized by its clarity and precision. There's a certain crispness to it, a rhythm that's almost musical, reminiscent of the mountain air, fresh and invigorating. It's a reflection of the region's rich history and diverse cultural heritage, a linguistic tapestry woven from centuries of tradition and influence. But what makes the Andean accent so distinct? Why does it have this particular cadence, this clarity that sets it apart? To understand that, we need to delve a little deeper into the annals of history. In the early 16th century, when the Spanish conquistadors first arrived in the region, they brought with them their language, their customs, and their way of life. Over time, these elements seeped into the local culture, merging with indigenous traditions to create a unique blend. This fusion is evident in the Andean accent, which bears the mark of both Spanish and indigenous influences. We have with us today an expert in linguistics, Dr. Santiago Ramirez, who has spent several years studying the phonetic intricacies of Colombian accents. According to Dr. Ramirez, the Andean accent, especially in Bogotá, is often considered the purest form of Colombian Spanish, largely due to the region's historical isolation from other parts of the country. Dr. Ramirez explains, the Andean region was relatively isolated from the coastal areas during the colonial period. This isolation helped preserve the Spanish language in its original form, with minimal influence from African and indigenous languages that shaped the accents of other regions. As a result, the Andean accent has a certain clarity and precision that you won't find in other Colombian accents. He further adds, another key characteristic of the Andean accent is the use of cesio, where the S and Z sounds are pronounced the same. This is a trait we see in modern Castilian Spanish, which further underscores the strong Spanish influence on this accent. In cities like Bogotá, the speech is deliberate, a reflection of the mountain air, crisp and fresh. The Andean accent is a testament to the region's historical legacy, a linguistic echo of the past that continues to resonate in the present. It's a vital part of Colombia's auditory landscape, a unique melody in the country's diverse symphony of sounds. On the Pacific coast, where the mighty waves of the ocean meet the lush green jungles, the accent is a symphony in itself. It's a melody that resonates with the rhythm of the Pacific, a rhythm shaped by the region's rich cultural heritage and diverse ecosystem. The Pacific accent is known for its musicality. It swings and sways like the region's native salsa and curulao dances. This accent is more than just a unique way of speaking. It's a rhythmic dialogue that dances on the tongue, echoing the region's vibrant music and dance culture. The Pacific accent is also characterized by its velocity. Much like the region's energetic dances and powerful ocean waves, the speech here moves quickly, with words often blending together in a fast-paced, fluid conversation. This rhythmic and rapid speech is deeply intertwined with the region's history and cultural identity. The Pacific coast of Colombia is home to a large Afro-Colombian population, descendants of the African slaves brought to the region during the colonial era. Their influence on the region's language is undeniable. The Pacific accent carries the echoes of African languages, blending them with Spanish to create a unique linguistic melody. But the African influence is not the only one shaping this accent. The region is also home to several indigenous communities whose languages have left their mark on the Pacific accent. This linguistic fusion of Spanish, African, and indigenous languages has resulted in an accent that's as diverse and vibrant as the region itself. And it's not just in everyday conversation that this accent shines. Music is a vital part of life on the Pacific coast, and the region's unique accent heavily influences its musical styles. The rhythm and flow of the Pacific accent can be heard in the region's traditional music, from the fast-paced beats of salsa to the soulful melodies of the marimba. Local musicians often incorporate the distinctive speech patterns and rhythms of the Pacific accent into their music. This linguistic influence shapes the region's musical identity, creating a unique sound that's unmistakably Pacific. The Pacific accent, with its rhythm, speed, and unique linguistic influences, is a testament to the region's cultural diversity and rich history. Its African and indigenous roots, coupled with the influence of Spanish, have created a unique linguistic blend that reflects the region's vibrant culture and diverse ecosystem. It's a captivating accent, one that draws you in with its rhythm and speed, then bewitches you with its unique blend of linguistic influences. It's an accent that tells a story of a diverse and vibrant region, of a people who have weathered history's storms and emerged with a language that's as rich and varied as the Pacific coast itself. And so as we listen to the Pacific accent, we're not just hearing a unique way of speaking. We're hearing the region's history, its culture, its music. We're hearing the Pacific coast's soul. It's as enchanting as the region's natural beauty. In the expansive plains of Los Llanos, the accent is as open and bold as the landscape itself. This region stretches out under wide skies where the land meets the horizon in a seemingly endless expanse. The lyrical tones of Los Llanos accent echo this vastness, carrying the spirit of the plains in each syllable. The accent of Los Llanos is distinctive, characterized by its boldness and strength. It's an accent that commands attention, much like the cowboys or Laneros who have called these plains home for centuries. The speech here is robust, with a rhythm that is both assertive and fluid, mirroring the movements of the cowboys as they herd their cattle across the plains. The Lanero accent is a linguistic testament to the way of life here. It's an accent that carries the rhythm of the horse's gallop, the echo of the cowboy's call, and the harmony of the folk songs that have been sung here for generations. It's an accent that speaks of open spaces, of freedom, and of a connection to the land that runs deep. The unique characteristics of the Lanero accent are not just a product of the region's geography. They also reflect the region's history and the influences that have shaped its culture. The plains of Los Llanos have been a crossroads for different cultures over the centuries, and this diversity is reflected in the accent of its people. Indigenous, Spanish, and African influences can all be heard in the speech patterns of Los Llanos, creating a linguistic tapestry as rich and varied as the landscape itself. The Lanero accent is not just a way of speaking, it's a way of expressing identity, of signaling belonging, and of preserving a cultural heritage that is as enduring as the plains themselves. When a Lanero speaks, they are not just communicating, they are also telling a story of resilience, of community, and of a deep love for their land. The plains of Los Llanos may seem remote and isolated, but their accent has traveled far beyond the region's boundaries. It's an accent that has made its mark on Colombian culture, influencing music, literature, and even the national identity. The Lanero accent is a reminder of the cowboy culture that still thrives, with a speech pattern that gallops like the horses that roam these lands. Our journey through Colombia's accents takes us across a country rich in diversity, history, and culture. We've listened to the warm, inviting tones of the Caribbean coast, as vibrant and lively as the carnivals that fill its streets. We've traveled inland to the Andean region, where the clear, crisp accent mirrors the freshness of the mountain air. We've ventured to the Pacific coast, where the rhythm of the accent dances to the beat of its diverse ecosystems, a testament to its rich African and indigenous heritage. And finally, we've roamed the expansive plains of Los Llanos, where the open, bold accent gallops like the horses that roam these lands. Each accent is a unique song in the symphony of Colombian voices, a testament to the country's rich tapestry of regional histories, cultures, and spirits. They are the audible manifestations of Colombia's soul, each one telling a unique story, each one inviting you to delve deeper into the heart of this enchanting country. As we conclude our auditory adventure, remember that these accents are not just sounds. They are bridges connecting us to the people and places that give Colombia its character. They are the echoes of a nation's past, the rhythm of its present, and the melody that will carry it into the future. So if you've enjoyed this journey, if the sounds of Colombia have sparked a curiosity in you, then we invite you to join us on our next adventure. Like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on our travels through the world's linguistic landscapes. Each like, each share, each subscription helps us bring you more content, more journeys, more stories waiting to be heard. And as you go about your day, carry the sounds of Colombia with you. Let them remind you of the beauty that lies in our diverse world, of the stories waiting to be discovered in every accent, every voice. Until next time, let the diverse sounds of Colombia inspire you to explore the beauty of our linguistic landscapes.